Israeli troops enter northern Gaza hospital, forcing evacuations. Arm News, Gaza in a significant escalation of the evacuations under fire. Eyewitnesses described chaotic scenes as ambulances struggled to transport patients to safer locations. Many of the evacuated patients were critically ill, including those dependent on life support systems, premature infants in incubators, and individuals recovering from major surgeries. The hospital was already overwhelmed due to a lack of medical supplies and staff. This forced evacuation has only added to the suffering of the people, said a medical worker who managed to flee the area.
In a story posted on Instagram, the director of Kamal Adwan Hospital said the army burned the operating departments while people were still there, adding that the army arrested a number of medical staff, many of whom suffered injuries. Statement: Gaza's health ministry said all patients who were able to move were taken to an unknown location, but that 60 health workers and 25 patients remain. Its Director General sharing this video of a lab worker from the hospital.
طلعنا وسبنا المرضى هناك على اساس انه كان في هيتم التعامل معهم زي كل مره زي باقي المستشفيات اللي يجيبونا مساعد، لكن ما بنعرفش ايش صار معهم، مصيرهم مجهول يعني احنا ما بنعرفش ايش صار معهم.
International condemnation. The United Nations and several international human rights organizations have condemned the incursion, calling for an immediate halt to actions that endanger civilians and critical infrastructure. The targeting of hospitals and medical facilities is a violation of international humanitarian law, said a representative from Médecins Sans Frontières. All parties in this conflict must respect the neutrality of healthcare providers and facilities. A growing humanitarian crisis. The situation in Gaza remains catastrophic, with thousands of civilians displaced and essential services collapsing under relentless bombardments. Humanitarian aid organizations are struggling to deliver much-needed relief due to access restrictions and ongoing hostilities. This latest incident underscores the urgency for a ceasefire and renewed efforts to protect civilians caught in the conflict.
We don't have any tools, this man says. We have to pull out remains with our hands. A civil defense spokesperson said dozens of Palestinians were killed. Israel says it takes steps to avoid hitting civilians. Rochelle Harrison-Pless.
As the violence intensifies, the international community faces mounting pressure to intervene and facilitate meaningful dialogue between the warring parties. Stay tuned to Arm News for updates on this developing story.
Thanks for watching. Arm News focuses on delivering international and regional news. It provides timely updates on current issues, so stay with Arm News. Subscribe Arm News YouTube channel and click the bell button. Follow Arm News on Facebook and like Arm News page. Visit Arm News website and browse news articles. Thank you so much and welcome to Arm News.